How's it going, everybody? I am Preston Johnson.
Welcome to
Last Word Cheetah, brought to you by Bets TV.
As a general philosophy.
That's exactly right. You're a fish.
Qwan, by the way, my producer, Qwan Young, doing a good job. He'll be taking the calls. How you doing today, bud?
Hey, man, how are you?
We appreciate you guys tuning in. Welcome to the show, Bets TV, bringing you Last Word Cheetah. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Last Word Cheetah, brought to you by Bets TV. I am Preston Johnson here in the Bets TV studios in Southern California. I'm hanging out with the Qwan Young. We just finished up our weekend, and we learned, if anything, the Qwan is washed.
Big washed.
Like, not even close. Birthday Friday, he comes on here saying he's going to shoot as many shots as he can. He was going to score. He said he lasted 2 hours. Called it a weekend.
Listen.
2 hours?
Barely.
And it was like 4 to 6.
But that wasn't on me. I was like completely done for, but the people that I was coming with, they got more messed up than I did. And all I know is they said the lift's coming. And it was like 10.
You couldn't stay and get your own lift?
No, I needed to be taken care of. That was the end of it. Listen, I didn't protest or anything. I
was honestly excited. I kept checking the Discord every couple hours for updates.
Get out the gate.
And like the second time I looked, you were like, done. Lasted 2 hours. Over. I'm out. That's rough.
It takes two to three drinks max. That's it. I had 2 shots I bought a bottle here.
Where?
Here.
Like in the mall?
I walked to Target. I got a bottle. I sat here until I can go pregame. And then we went out to Lucille's for like some appetizers. I had 2 drinks, 2 shots there, and then we went to the party. And I just remember somebody brought me a birthday cake. We sung happy birthday at the bar. I blew the candles out, and that was pretty much it.
Why do people drink? I don't even remember my birthday, but I guess it didn't
fun,
go well.
Apparently, yeah. That's basically
it's the weirdest concept to me.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you survived at least.
I didn't get home until yesterday after the Qwan show.
You never went back home
I didn't
since
go
Friday
back home,
morning.
because Saturday we were in here for the live Mad Lab watch. Yeah. And then I just went right back to where I was Friday.
Look, we probably need a round 2. Not that I'm a sidekick of any sort. If in fact it might help you if I'm just standing next to you. But we need to do this. Not drunk Qwan going out on his birthday trying to find a woman. We gotta try again. 2 hours, not enough time. Go somewhere nice, watching sports, and just let you kind of do your thing. I don't know. We'll figure it out, but we can't let you go out like that. I can't let you go out like that. No. Did you show him your TGI Fridays gift cards? I got TGI Fridays. That didn't work? You already used one?
No, this is today, though. This is dinner tonight.
There you go. I need a drink of water, but just a second. 661-515-BETS is our phone number. We take your calls as usual. We talk over the bets, whether it's today, college hoops, NBA. We got Monday Night Football as well with the Rams and the Niners. Plus, we just got weekend football for college, action coming up the next few days, NFL coming up the next week. We talk through your bets. If they actually win, we track them. And you guys win money at the end of the month. Man, we got to do some sort of side bet for Qwan. Huge prize pool donation. Man, what was the over-under for first and a half base?
I think
Carlos
was the only one that took
5.5 phone numbers. He said was lying. I maxed the under immediately, but I would have bet over a half though too. So
didn't even get 1 digit.
That is, we need to replay Friday night. Mercy. All right, who's up first? By the way, wasn't Patrick right? You didn't win that bet either.
No,
rough weekend for you. How did NFL go?
Yeah, I actually won. I was up 239, and then I lost 3 or 4 bets afterwards.
Up to 39, like $239.
Yeah.
And then if you lost 3 or 4 bets, that means you lost what, like 75?
I lost just 139. I do small parlays. They set a limit for me. They don't let me go out here and act crazy. So I got to play it
This guy, all he does is 6-teamers. Let's lower his limit. That sounds about right. Who's up first?
We got Alec in Ohio.
What is up, Alec? Welcome to the show. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Preston. How about you?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Had a decent weekend. I think the pregame college actually won, but lost both second halves that I liked. I loved Kansas plus 18.5 against Texas. I can't believe they lost that. They ended up winning the game anyway, but it lands 20. NFL was so-so. Went split the totals, lost a teaser. And that's that. That's my betting weekend. But, yeah, what else you got going for us? What are you looking at for today?
I'm going to go whatever your best number is on the Iowa State money line.
All right, 1 second. I should have loaded my screen. I haven't done that yet. New week. All right. You just think Oklahoma doesn't have it?
I just think that Iowa State's strong where Baylor was strong. I think they allowed 296 rushing yards to Baylor, and the pass rush was getting to Caleb Williams and Spencer Rattler, and that's kind of where Iowa State's also strong.
Fair enough. I can give you plus 165. Does that work for the money line?
That sounds good to me.
Beautiful. Thank you. We'll talk to you later on.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Before, Qwan, we get to the second caller, I did hear something interesting. I don't remember where. I ended up playing under in that Oklahoma-Baylor game. And Oklahoma got bet down to like 3.5, and that was getting to like a buy range too. But I saw that Aranda, DC at LSU, when they beat Oklahoma in the playoff, held them to 14. And then Baylor shut Oklahoma down last year. He might just have Lincoln Riley's number. Total was like 63. Didn't even get close. So that might be something to watch. Just circle it for those that are thinking to next year. But if Aranda and Baylor just has Lincoln Riley's number, impressive win. Their defense, just like you referenced, and maybe Iowa State will be similar. And Iowa State's played better Oklahoma teams recently, pretty close. So I don't hate it. My personal projection, I think 4 is fair. It opened up more like 6.5, 7, got bet down immediately. I think it's fair now, but can't argue against it. All right, who's up next?
We got Nick in Iowa.
Nick, how'd your weekend go, man?
Hey, Preston. It was fine. It was up and down all day Saturday, but it was a good night session, so came out in the green a little bit, and then a little bit in the green on NFL, so can't complain.
Good to hear. By the way, did night session include Washington? Were you sweating that at all?
Oh, yeah, I was sweating that. And I also
that was insane.
Additionally also had I was sweating a little bit also the under 9 wins for Arizona State as well. It was a double dip, and I got one of them through, but not the other. But
I couldn't believe that.
I just have a push. Yeah. That was really, honestly, I swear, when Arizona State took the lead there with like a minute and a half to go, I was in a chat with somebody else, and I was like, I bet my entire life savings right now, like jokingly, but like I was like, like Dylan Morris pick 6 or sack fumble coming up, like return. I was like, I knew that was coming.
It was like the first or second play too. Yeah, it was immediately. Yeah. Oh man, yep. I'm just glad they somehow went down and scored in the rain. Anyways, I was not expecting that at all. That was a nice.
Neither. No, I thought it was dead, but yeah, we'll take it.
What are you looking at then early for next weekend?
Yeah, I'm going to save some action for tomorrow. And today, because there's 121.5, I want Arkansas plus 21.5 at FanDuel. It's minus 115 there.
Okay. You just think they'll be able to score enough?
I have bet against Bama. Yeah, I have bet against Bama a couple times this year, and I don't know, like, I think there is enough evidence and data in Bama results against their more competent competition that I have had them a couple, like at least a couple points lower, it seems like, all year. I mean, it's like against LSU, the yardage was the same. I think they had the same amount of first downs too, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they both had 16 first downs. Bama's only have one score against Tennessee, and then Bama pulled away like very late in that game. But lost at A&M. Obviously, they were outgained by Florida by a bunch, and you see kind of what Florida's turning into a little bit. So I don't know. I just had Bama a little bit lower all year. This is more anti-Bama than pro-Arkansas for me.
Fair enough. It is worth noting for people that care about this stuff. Circa opened at 22. Within 9 minutes, it was bet down to 20. It's the lowest number on the board since 11:09 a.m. yesterday. 20 is, and no one's laid 20 to push it back up to 20.5 there. So if you can get a 21.5 when no one's laying 20 at circa, that's probably a worthwhile bet.
Yep, that's kind of what I was thinking a little bit. So, we'll take the 21.5 and we'll come back on with some action tomorrow.
Sounds good, man. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. Talk to you later.
Cool. You too. See ya.
Next.
We got Hayden in Dallas.
What's going on, Hayden? How are you doing?
I'm feeling all right, as much as you can expect after a 43-3 bludgeoning of the Atlanta Falcons. Feeling pretty good. NFL, besides that game, got absolutely smoked. But I'm doing pretty good at college basketball. So
that's good. What do you got for us today? Go for it.
So I'm going to go college basketball. I'm going Ohio State -16 on BetOnline -108.
All right, let me switch over to that screen. -16. It's moved up from 15 at open, some 16.5s.
Yeah.
Is it a play on Ohio State in general, anti-Bowling Green? What are you thinking there?
I think I'm pro Ohio State. How I run my numbers is I kind of adjust after market close.
Yep.
I have this like 16 -16 is like 6 points too light. It should be like in the 20s.
Wow.
So
I think my preemptive numbers that I'm not super confident in yet have this a little over 18. So I'm with you. I'm just finishing up my college basketball stuff. Probably get it ready by the end for Saturday, this upcoming weekend. But I tend to agree. If you can get 16, I do think it's a little low. Not as high as 22, though. But sometimes you just got to trust your numbers and go with it.
Yeah, I think Ohio State had a close game against like Akron last week.
Yeah, 1 point game.
Influencing this. Yeah, and I'm not taking too much stock into a 1 point game against Akron, first game of the year. So that's probably why.
Makes sense. Already getting buy low on the Buckeyes. We'll lock you in.
Yeah, and quickly, I'm going to the Mavs game tonight. Did you know that Mark Cuban's giving NFTs out to everyone who goes to the game?
What NFT do you know? I haven't seen that yet.
It's like I think it's like a team specific. So like Luka hit that buzzer beater 3 against the Celtics. I think everyone got like a Luka buzzer beater special NFT kind of thing.
Oh, like you're getting one after the fact based on the game you attend.
Yeah, and
Nice.
it's like the only people who go get the NFT
Yep.
or whatever.
Nice.
Pretty
Okay.
cool.
Have another reason to watch the game tonight against Denver. By the way, they've been bet up too, up to 5.5. It opened around 4. I know some people that laid 4.
Yeah, I
4.5.
saw that. The show play was gonna be the Mavs, but it kind of went up a little too much for my liking. I know it's like Denver on a back-to-back or whatever, but I don't know.
All is well. Enjoy the game, man, and let me know. Show me the NFT when you get it in your wallet or however they work it out.
I will.
Cool, man.
I'll send it in the Discord. So yep.
Sounds good. Take it easy. Who's up next?
We got OG John in Florida.
John, how's it going, man? How'd your weekend go?
Pretty much a split for me. I started out real slow in the college, but Air Force sort of bailed me out late. And pros was a mix. I hit a teaser, but I got on the Broncos, and that was definitely the wrong side. But it goes that way. So not bad, just juiced out. So not too
Could be worse, man. All is well. What are you looking at for today for your bet for the week?
Well, I think with the contest, I'm going to take a shot. Every Monday I usually take a shot. So I'm going to take a shot on first-time touchdown for the game
Cool.
tonight.
Let me pull it up. Who are you looking at?
Looking at Higbee. I figure he's going to get some more looks without Robert Woods in there, and I don't think OBJ is going to be too involved tonight. So I figure they may go a little bit more tight end.
You want first TD?
First TD. Yeah, I think I saw around 16-1.
Yeah, the first place I looked is 14. but I can find a better number for you probably. Let me check. No, 14's the best I see at 4 books.
That's fine. That's fine. I'll take
Okay.
14, and that was FanDuel.
DraftKings and PointsBet are 14-1. FanDuel's down to 13-1.
Yeah. Okay. 14 is great for the
All right.
contest. That'll get me back up there. I sort of been hitting my regular bets and losing all these shots, so, which is probably the case.
At least you're winning then in
That's
real
okay.
life with some of your regular bets too. That's assuming you're betting them. That works out. Cool,
All
man.
good. All good.
Good luck tonight.
All right,
We'll talk to
take
you later
care,
on.
guys. Thank you.
What do we got up?
We got Carlos.
Carlos, what's up, man? How did your weekend go?
My weekend was great. I saw my Washington football team. I
It's a
thought
big
Joe
win.
Gibbs was on the sideline. Listen, I thought he was on the sideline with a 19-play, 10-minute drive to seal the game. It was great to watch. I was like, wow, my team has a heartbeat.
Although
Oh,
this
very
explains
happy.
why Chase Young, I believe, tore his ACL. I forgot you were there. So I
But
probably
yeah, it was probably bittersweet.
can blame that on you and your attendance and presence. But at least you got the win.
Yes. I wanted to ask you, what was your biggest surprise of the weekend? The Miami win or the destruction of Cleveland by New England?
That
My
one.
Washington football team, or maybe, which one?
Not even close. Pat's beating the Browns by 40. Look, I'm going to keep making fun of Jim for saying Mac Jones is a top 5 quarterback right now, but he said that last week. Stock certainly went up after yesterday. Like,
Supportive argument.
if it was top 10 to 12, now he's top 8 to 10 maybe. Like, I don't know what the placement is, but look, Jim might be right on that. The Pats, let me look up their schedule real quick, because there was a time I listened to my friends Jeff Ma and Rufus Peabody do a podcast. Rob Pizzola was on the podcast. A few weeks ago, Rob was making fun of Rufus for having the Pats rated so high. It was coming up against the Chargers game. He's like, how do you have the Pats rated higher than the Chargers on a neutral field? Chargers can't win since. Pats just keep winning. But ever since that OT loss to the Cowboys, beat the Jets by 40, beat the Chargers on the road, beat the Panthers by 18, then beating the Browns by what ends up being a 45-7 win. Like, that's impressive. They just keep grading out better and better, and I was not anticipating that with Cleveland. I don't know if Baker Mayfield, because he has that injury with his shoulder or arm that needs surgery, but he's doing it after the season. Maybe Cleveland's just going to struggle, but was not expecting that one. So I will say the Patriots.
Okay, yeah, I'm not too high on Baker. There's something I don't know about Baker. But anyway, as far as the contest is concerned, I'd like to take anytime touchdown with this kid called Ben Skowronek, the wide receiver for the Rams.
Yep.
I think, I want to take anytime touchdown for this.
4-1 work?
I know it will be. I'm sorry?
4-1 plus 400.
Yeah, sure. Because I'm already.
Let me double check a few other spots, actually. There's a 5-1 plus 500. I can give you 5-1.
Cool.
But do you want first touchdown?
No, I'll take any time. I think the kid will get in the box somehow, some way. I think they got Odell coming, but I don't think. I mean, from what I heard, there's a small package for Odell. You know, Woods is gone, Kupp is there, and I think this kid is taking Woods' spot. So, why not take a shot?
Do you know much about him, like where he's from?
I have no idea about him. I can barely say his name.
Okay. I just know he's a rookie, and I didn't even remember where he was from. And I follow a lot of college, but it was Notre Dame. But he was a 7th rounder, so he was drafted just right at the end of the draft.
Okay.
You never know. He's 50-1, by the way, for first TD.
TD.
Yeah, interesting.
Okay.
I was wondering if he was going to switch. Thought you might switch.
No.
I had to just lay it out. We'll give you 5-1 now.
Okay.
Anytime. Anytime touchdown. You're
All right.
locked in. Take it easy, Carlos.
Thanks, guys.
He wanted it.
There was a pause.
There was everybody.
Yeah.
Quiet. We got Christian in Oregon.
What's up, Christian? How are you doing?
Doing great. Had an awesome weekend. I ended up personally like plus 10 units.
Nice.
So,
College hoops mostly,
yeah,
or what was it?
Yeah, a lot of college hoops. So
Right on.
I think
You going to go back to college basketball for today?
Yes, I will. Tonight I'm going to go. I'm going to take Marquette. I got it at plus 8.5, but I know it's moved to like plus 8 now.
There's still some 8.5s I can give you.
Okay, yeah, I'll take that then. So I just got it mostly because I've been following this one guy. He's got this model. You can check it out if you want. It's called Haslametrics.
I'm familiar with it. Does he have a Waylar?
Yeah, he's got Illinois beating Marquette by like 3.5 or so, maybe 4.5. So
got it.
And then plus, I think I've seen some stuff publicly. It's been favoring Illinois quite a bit, so I feel pretty good about it.
Yeah, the total got steamed heavily too. It was like moved 4.5, 5 points now. So that's where most of the action has been. But 8.5, there's still a few of those, so we'll lock you in for that.
Sounds good. And I'll tomorrow for my pick, it's gonna be for BYU and Oregon since I'm gonna be at that game. So just
you have to lock it in. There's no line yet, but do you? What do you expect it to be?
Oh, I can't not take BYU money line. I just can't not take it.
I mean, they're going to probably be a small dog, but it won't be crazy.
Yeah, I think it'll be like maybe a 3 to 5 point difference, but I actually like them. I actually really think they could win the game. It'll be close.
Yeah, I think it might be lower than even a 3. We'll see. Maybe 2. But yeah, you're not going to get like a crazy payout, but it's going to be a pretty good game. I'm with you.
Yeah, for sure.
Enjoy it.
But yeah,
we'll talk to you later on, man.
It. Thanks for taking the call.
No problem. See ya.
All right. See ya.
There is one shop that has it. The early opener opened 4, and Oregon got bet up to 5.5. That's too high, I'm pretty sure. I would take BYU at 5.5. Even my preemptive numbers could not get that to 5.5. Who's up next?
We got Jamie in Atlanta.
Beautiful. Jamie, what's up, man? How was your weekend? Better than Qwan's.
My weekend
yeah, I
was
know.
pretty good. Yeah, I would like to publicly apologize to Qwan for apparently misleading him, although it sounds like maybe the play wasn't with the front desk girl, but instead her manager. So I think that's still a win. We're moving up the ladder.
Look, I still don't know what
over.
happened there. My assumption is that you were still right and Qwan just botched it. That's what I think.
I think that's the most likely as well. But
why can't you guys just be wrong?
I mean, he's probably not going to do anything about it, so it doesn't really matter.
That's what it's looking like, yeah.
It's a slow and steady wins the race. Sometimes you put up a shot, and then you come back in the fourth quarter and put up that same shot. You never know.
Did you actually put up a shot, though? You were just talking to him, and you said the vibe wasn't right. You didn't,
I said we should go do something. And the vibe I got was, ew, get away from me. She went and sat back down. Like she was standing in the doorway. And
she turned around.
She turned around and walked back to her desk.
She's just playing hard to get.
Give your play, Jamie.
Sounds like Qwan doesn't have any game. That's what it sounds like.
I said that all last week.
He did, to be fair. All right, what do you want?
Anyways, you got any more Minnesota minus 6.5? Or is that all gone? College football.
Yeah, I'm looking up against Indiana. It is long gone. Circa even went to 7.5. So did a few other books. So that is gone. I will say that is the very last play I cut from my list of 6 that I made last night was Minnesota laying the points, which looks like a mistake based on the movement today. So I agree with you somewhat.
Yeah. All right, I might take the 7, but can you check one more for me? You got any more Purdue minus 10.5? I guess I'm all over the Big Ten today.
There's 11
Coincidentally.
left, but most of it's 12, 11 and a half.
Guess the question is, what do I think is going to stick around more? I'm actually a little bit afraid that Minnesota is going to move to 7.5 in several other places, and I have a bigger differential there anyways. So I'll take the Minnesota minus 7.
Okay.
I think Indiana's quit on the season a bit. They had a really good year last year, but coming into the year, a lot of people are saying they had good turnover luck and, maybe they'd be due for some regression. It's come pretty hard, and there was some players getting into it on the sidelines after the game last week, and, they got blown out by Rutgers. So it looks like there may be some quit factor there as well. Plus, I just think Minnesota's better. So make it a little bit north of 7, but then you factor some of the other things in, and I think Minnesota will get it done even though they are on the road.
Oh, no, we lost him. Oh, okay.
You got me?
Yeah, we got you now. I'm not sure. Maybe you actually cut off and I just it drifted kind of, but all is well. We'll lock you in on the 7. My number is 9 or something, or 8.8. So, I mean, I don't disagree with you too much. I probably should have just fired the 6.5, but good luck. I kind of keep thinking that Indiana's going to bounce back and I'm not adjusting enough, but they could just have given up too. It absolutely could just be the end of their year and a blitz from the Gophers. Good luck tonight, man. We'll talk to you later on.
I wouldn't hold your breath on that one. Yep, see you guys.
I mean, yeah, it's hard for Minnesota. I feel like in Big Ten road games to blow teams out. They just haven't done it very frequently. Can't really rely on them for it, but numbers have it higher. So who's up next, Qwan?
We got Mike in Chicago.
What's up, Mike? How you doing?
Cheetah, my boy, what's happening? Long time no talk.
It has been a while. Now that you mention it, how's life been? Good?
Yeah, man. It's been all right, man. Just been busy. Getting ready for the holidays, trying to save Christmas one bet at a time. You feel me? So
that's right. How'd the weekend go?
We did okay. Man, I should never bet on Trevor Lawrence or anything attached to the Jaguars again. I thought he was going to get over his passing yards. He was much over, so that really hurt me. But hey, the Saints did good for me, so hey, feel good about that. So
what are you looking at for today?
So you have to have. We gonna keep it with NFL. Rams, 49ers. Taking the Rams at minus 3.5. What you got the Rams at right now?
I can give you 3.5 plus 100.
Oh yeah, that's perfect. I had them at minus 108, so I'll take that extra 8 cents. This is a division game. Home dogs and divisional games, I tell them, but I'm not touching San Francisco at all. They looked really bad against a shorthanded Cardinals team. The Rams got a lot of hype, and although they lost Robert Woods, I think Van Henderson, that's the guy's name. I think the other receiver.
Yep.
Yeah, Van Jefferson. Yeah, I think he's going to be the guy to step up instead of the rookie from Notre Dame. He actually has looked pretty solid this season in that third receiver spot for the year. So I think he's going to be the guy that steps up in Robert Woods' place. So I think you just plug him in. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I got the Rams winning pretty big. So yeah, I think that 3.5 points is a gift tonight. So put me down for that.
Sounds good, man. We will lock you in. Good luck tonight. We'll talk to you later on.
All right, y'all. Love what y'all doing. Keep it up.
Appreciate it. See you. Real quick, Qwan, before we switch over, I'm not sure there's a play in the NFL in a few weeks that is as split than this one tonight, where everyone's like, wow, the 49ers got blasted by Colt McCoy in the Arizona Cardinals without Kyler Murray and Hopkins. Like, man, they must really stink. Then you saw the Cardinals get blasted at home by the Panthers. Shout out Tony. Got that plus 407 on the Panthers earlier last week. Niners must really suck. How are the Rams only minus 3.5? That is I have seen that multiple times on my Twitter feed since this morning. And now we have Mike calling in. My fair number is 3.7, so I actually, I guess, slightly agree. But I actually think the market's good But the sentiment from a lot of people that are just watching games, especially if you only watch the last 2 weeks, holy cow, how bad are the 49ers? They lost to Colt McCoy, no Hopkins. The Cardinals team, they just lost at home by 30 to the Panthers. Look, weird things happen sometimes. The Cardinals with McCoy are probably somewhere in between those two events on average. The Niners are still a defense that has seen McVay stuff for the last few years and done okay with it. No Woods could be a thing for a while. I think he's probably underrated in general. I'm totally staying away. I feel like the most trappy game in like a month plus in the NFL is this one tonight. No one's betting the Niners out.
It's been a weird 3 weeks, I think. Like last week especially, but like this week, the Baltimore-Miami thing.
Sure, Buffalo losing to the Jags, Dallas losing to Denver, Washington
yesterday. So I've been feeling that, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to waste my money on the Rams today.
Of course you are. Who's up next?
We got Jim in Philly.
All right, Jim. I don't know if you heard me earlier. I gave you some love on the Mac Jones thing. Pats with the 38-point win over the Browns. Well done so far, at least.
Yeah, but Patrick Mahomes really kicked my teeth in last night, so he must have also heard me and did me in pretty good. I'm going to take a flyer on a first TD prop tonight.
Okay.
I actually agree with you. I think the number is like dead on. And I actually would lean Niners. I mean, they just got some wild stats. Like they're last in first downs. They're like really low in red zone attempts, but they're like first in yards per play on offense. Like I just think they have talent, but I don't know. And I'm not sold on the Rams defense. So sorry, Qwan, but I'm going to take Deebo Samuel first touchdown. I think it's like 10-1.
Yeah, let me check that up. Now, I actually didn't realize the San Francisco yards per play. They are fourth in the NFL. Dallas, Rams, Tampa slightly ahead. That is interesting. They've obviously been horrible in the red zone. Turnovers have hurt as well. Let me look up Deebo real quick for you for the best price. You want first TD,
I think
right?
I think I sold their first in passing yards allowed on defense. Like they just got some stats that are all over the place.
They're weird. Yeah.
The Niners.
10-1 is the best price. So yeah, we can lock you in for that. Deebo first TD.
All right, sounds good.
Take it easy, Jim. Have a good one. Good luck tonight.
All right, guys. Later.
See ya. Who do we got up next?
We got Brian in New York.
Brian, well done. Patriots with an easy W for your weekly money line bet. What's the vibe like over there? I guess you're in New York, but just in general amongst Pats fans. Like, you guys think this might be like a real thing?
I'm slightly pessimistic personally, but I'd say the vibe overall is pretty optimistic, and maybe Mac Jones is a top 5 quarterback.
I mean, maybe's actually maybe fair. I don't know. What was he, 19 of 22 or something, 19 of 23? I mean, man, that's why when Carlos asked what was like the most like surprising result, that was just a weird one. Like, and they hadn't been blowing teams out other than like the Jets, but the Browns, I don't know, man. That was impressive. That was one of the better graded out results of the season, any team. Anyways, Brian, what are you looking at for today?
There's nothing I like too much, but just for some entertainment value, I'm going to take the Niners plus 3.5 versus the Rams tonight.
Okay, give us your 30 seconds on what's the argument, Niners.
I guess I just think it's a good spot for them coming off a horrible performance last week. I know the Rams had a horrible performance as well, but I guess I'll just take the points at home.
Easy enough. I like the contrarianism. Look, I haven't heard anyone bet the Niners, so here we are. going with it. I can't hate it, man. I think, I think it's going to, I don't know. It just feels like that one where everyone's going to be like, what in the world? How come the Rams can't? It's like, it's still the Niners in prime time. Like, pretty good team, pretty good coaching. I'm with you. Good luck. I'm rooting for you. Sorry, Mike, but I kind of want to see the Niners keep this close. And we'll take it easy. See ya.
Thanks, Preston.
Have you looked at the MVP odds recently, Qwan?
Last week or yesterday, I think I did on the show.
Because Josh Allen kind of fell off. There hasn't been anyone really, leaping, taking over.
Brady was like 2 still. I think it was +7.
He loses again. So that's why I'm curious if you've looked.
Last Stafford was +750 the last I looked.
That's the best. There's some +600. There's even a +500. Your price is really good still, right? The number you got, 18-1 or whatever. So this is a big one. If they can go out and then everyone's like, oh, yeah, see, they did just crush the Niners. This is a good one with the weirdness from Mahomes for like over a month straight, even though he had a great game last night. Lamar loses. Brady loses. Josh Allen loses to the Jags. If Stafford can have a big one tonight, I think it goes a long way for your case.
Kyler, if
he's hurt.
If he would have won last week against the Titans, I think he would have kind of separated himself from the pack. That I know who was the Colt McCoy, that victory, it kind of hurts Kyler, but it kind of doesn't now that they got blew out by the Panthers.
Either way, he's going to have the stats, and if they think they have a bye in 2 weeks, so they're probably going to rest him one more week. Then he'll have the bye, and maybe he'll come back then. But if he only plays 13 or 14 games, how often do guys that only play 13 or 14 games win the MVP? And by the way, there's an extra game this year, so he's playing less percentage of the total games. So, that'll be interesting. I don't think you need to worry about Kyler so much, at least initially. But
we got Evan in LA.
How's it going, Evan? How did your weekend go with betting?
My weekend went well. Thanks for asking. How about you guys?
Nice. It was all right. It worked out. All was well on the college football front. NFL was meh. But I haven't really loved an NFL card for like 3 weeks, so haven't had a ton of volume there. But, what are you looking at for today?
We're going back to the Old Faithful, the ice. I'm going to take the Columbus Blue Jackets on the puck line.
All right. Tell us why.
I'm going to fade the Detroit Red Wings. Simple as that. I think they have the backup goalie, and he's kind of leaky.
Okay, +190. Looks like the best current price. Columbus minus the 1.5 goals. Easy enough, man. We'll lock you in for it. Good luck tonight.
I'll take it. Thanks, guys.
See ya. How many more callers do we have, Qwan?
We got 4 callers right now.
All right, we'll hit those 4. Then I'll hit on my college football. Then we got to reset because it is day 1 of Who Wants to Be a Betting Extraordinaire. Everyone gets a chance to play. Their chance at $25,000. We're probably going to go to the NFL game. It should just be -3.5, +3.5, Niners, Rams, and see what the split is. Just not even a third or fourth option. I'm so intrigued by that game now tonight. All right, who's next?
We got Paul in Tuscaloosa.
What's up, Paul? How are you doing?
Good. Had a so-so weekend in college football, but pretty good on Sunday, although the totals kind of killed me. I had three games where I bet over. All 3 games had a either defensive or special teams touchdown, and none of them still went over.
Oh, wow.
So it was kind of, yeah. So, but I still can't believe how that Atlanta-Dallas game didn't go over. But
that'd kill me.
Yeah.
Qwan knows.
I was pissed off.
Yeah.
Like, where's Atlanta?
I mean, there's a stat out there. I think the first team that scored like 35 points in the first half, and first team that has done that hasn't gone over for the total in like ever, I think. So anyway,
wow.
But whatever. It's all good. It's all good. So I'm gonna take a little shot this tonight as well in the game. I'm gonna go anytime touchdown for Jawan Jennings, and I saw 9-1, I believe, earlier.
I'm looking it up right now. Anytime TD. Let's see. Man, first TD's 50 to 1. 11 to 1 I see at FanDuel.
Okay. I'll take it. I think he's going to get more opportunities with Sanu out, so we'll see how that goes. And have a quick question, if you can indulge me. I saw the Bama Georgia line, or kind of the look ahead line, come out -3, and I wanted to see if you think that's a fair price, or if that's a bit short in your opinion.
Yeah, bear with me for 15 seconds. I'll pull up my college stuff. I think it would have been on a neutral 2.7 before last week. So let me just check now. I mean,
okay.
Georgia played Tennessee really, really well again. So I'm guessing my number now is even. Oh no, I'm like 3.8. So 3. If anything, I would bet Georgia at 3. Crazy, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's okay. Great. I appreciate it.
No problem, man. Take it easy. Good luck tonight.
All right. Thanks. Bye-bye.
See ya. Next.
We got it's Sorrow.
Hey, what's up, Sarab? It's been a while. How are you doing?
Hey, Preston. What's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. What are you looking at for today?
I'm going to take a shot with the first touchdown on the game tonight. I'll take Jimmy G.
Some sort of scamper?
Yeah, I know he had one
Sneak.
game where he had 2 rushing touchdowns, so take a shot.
First TD, 42 to 1, Jimmy G.
That'll work.
It will. That'll put you in first, I'm pretty sure. So we're taking the shot. Good luck tonight,
All
man.
right.
Talk to you later.
Thanks, man.
See ya. Quan's locking it in himself. He's like, I got to get even. 42 to 1 sounds nice.
We got our friend Andre in Massachusetts.
Nice. How's it going, Andre? How was your weekend?
Weekend was good, Preston. Just a lot of action. NFL wise, obviously NBA wise. I saw that J Mac, advanced to the last 100 in the Super Bowl out in Vegas. So I had to shout you out, Preston. I don't know how you feel about being added. Some people don't really want.
It's fine.
But when I saw that, because I knew. It's not a problem. Okay, I hope it wasn't an issue.
Nope.
But I said, man, I know if it started with 2,500 and now you're down to the last 100.
I think there was 25,000. Maybe I'm misreading.
Whatever the number might have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But when it comes down to those men of Sparta, J Mac is going to be one of them, and then Preston Johnson is going to be another one. And Qwan also could be up in the mix, in these super competitions, because you guys just. So
I don't know about that one, but
that's confidence.
Okay, maybe Qwan do behind the scenes, okay? But y'all got the brain trust. The brain trust is what I was trying to articulate, and I hope that message got across. But for tonight, Preston, my Denver Nuggets. No, well, I'm a Knicks guy, but the Denver Nuggets matching up against the Dallas Mavericks. I don't have the number right in front of me, but whatever it is for Denver, I'm going with them. I'm big fan of Mike Malone. Obviously they're waiting on Jamal Murray, but this is a team that I think many people are kind of forgetting about. I'm not forgetting about them in terms of being at the top of the Western Conference. The Lakers have the names, but in terms of folks that are in their prime, in a system that is dynamic and can kind of, wear out these older teams. I'm really high on Denver Nuggets, so I'll take them for whatever the spread is, and I'll be back at you guys tomorrow. Thanks for taking the call.
Plus 5.5 is the spread for Denver, so we'll lock you in for that, man. Good luck tonight. He's off. Nice. I always love how prompt he is. Look, it's interesting because he's playing against the move. It is a back-to-back, I believe, so there's maybe something there. But I am intrigued. I am, praying, actually, because Jokic is, top 3 player to watch in the league right now. It's like Steph, Luka, and him for me. Sorry, guys. If Jamal Murray comes back and he's like old Jamal Murray, they're going to be freaking good. I mean, they were already really, really good. I'm kind of they maybe beat the Suns last year in a series, right? You never know. He's one of the top 30-ish guys in the league. If he comes back and he's 100% or previous Jamal Murray level, that team's going to be, because they've gotten better since then with some of the other pieces. You have Aaron Gordon there now, like in the system for another year. Some younger pieces that I think have just kind of made a small leap and have been beneficial. So that's one that I'm intrigued about because I secretly kind of root for Denver, and I hope Murray's good. And when he comes back, it's just like right back at it because, Denver will be pesky for sure. Who's up next?
We got Ty.
Ty, what's up, man? How'd your weekend go?
I was all right, man. Really disappointed in the way Auburn played, considering I thought that was
28-3, and then I don't know what happened. It was ridiculous.
Yeah. Real quick, do you think the odds? So FanDuel has a boost in Connecticut today. Jokic and Luka Doncic each to record a double-double, and they say it was minus 125. It's boosted to plus 120. Do you like that, or is that risky?
That would take me a little bit of time to figure out the true price of that. What's the individual prices on them to win, to get a double-double? Sorry.
Question.
I can at least give you
a good question.
Based on that. I can look real quick. Why not? Let's do this on the phone. Let me just get over to the NBA. It was Luka and Jokic, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see if DraftKings has it listed. Usually they will. Player props. Double-double. All right, so I got to do a little no-vig calculator. Bear with me, everybody, but we will get this done. So the first, Luka's minus 130, plus 105. So the no-vig's minus 116. Now, who knows how efficient the DraftKings double-double Luka Doncic market is, but we're going to go with that for now. Next one was Jokic, and he is going to be like a massive favorite, minus 1,000 and plus 600 the other side. So Novig's going to be like 636, okay. 636. So a parlay on those two is going to pay out plus 115.5. So plus 120 actually seems like a slight edge. Yes.
All right, thanks. Nothing crazy though. It doesn't seem like. I'm gonna take.
No.
I'm gonna take Penn State basketball minus 3.5 at UMass tonight for my play.
What's the reasoning here?
I don't think UMass is very good, and I think there's a little bit of Penn State being undervalued. New head coach. They lost some guys to the transfer portal. But I do think these guys want to play for Shrewsbury, and first road trip of the year. I'm hoping it's a bit businesslike. I follow them pretty closely. I don't know what this team's identity will be. Obviously, Penn State basketball has never been very good, and when they were, COVID wiped out the NCAA tournament. So, this is a fade of UMass and a little bit of, I believe, Penn State to be undervalued here. So I think they cover the 3.5 on the road.
It is 4 everywhere. By the way, are you okay laying 4?
I have FanDuel pulled up, and I have 3.5.
Really? It shows 3. Shows 4 for me right here. Hold on a second.
I could screen grab it.
I'll just log in real quick. It's fine. We can't have any questions about bets anymore with Ty and his calls. I gotta just look right now. Let me see. College
You got
basketball.
the recording of the top 20, right?
I accidentally said round 1 at the very end. Yes, you clipped that and sent it to me. It is 3.5 minus 112
Preston.
at FanDuel. So Penn State's good. You're good there.
All right. Thank you.
Good luck, Ty. We'll talk to you later on. See ya.
Bye.
By the way, I was going to come in and I was going to spin a wheel on whether it counts or not for him, since he's all about the mojo of the show. And Quan's like, I'm just marking it an L. I was like, all right.
Making me do more work.
If he ends up getting within the number, I mean,
pissed.
We'll have to just see how the rest of the month plays out, but I'll have to make it up to him somehow. All right, who's up next? Do we have anyone
Last
else?
caller is Tone.
Tone, Carolina Panthers. Well done, sir. Nice work.
Easy. Too easy.
Too easy is right.
Was
We should have
too
been
easy.
outlining the other way.
That's what I'm saying. It was too easy. What, Colt McCoy was going to go 22-25 again? No, he stunk. All right, let me get the Pacers money line. I was kind of interested, like I heard your combos and but a bunch of people so I'll go Pacers. I don't know. Pacers to me just seem like a team that's gonna, like, I don't know, when we look at them, I feel like they're gonna be. They still got to get used to LeVert. LeVert still got.
Are you
can
like
never get healthy again. I don't know.
There
That
he is.
team's interesting.
They're
Can you hear me?
interesting. They lost like 3 1-point games in their first 4 of the season. And it was
Like so. And I also feel like, I don't know, they still have to figure out how to play with each other, especially LeVert. And then, like, when those two are on the court, then, I don't know, I feel like it kind of hurts Sabonis because he's not getting those, the touches on the on the block or mid pass. Or he doesn't really touch the ball as much as he. I don't know. They're figuring out, but I just feel like they're going to get better. And what are the Knicks going to keep shooting threes like this? Come on.
plus 145 on the money line. We can give you that for Indiana.
Need it.
All
right, thanks. Oh, wait. One last one. The Mac Jones love came in hot. He is still, like, second favorite for Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Who's the
Also
favorite?
saw that James Conner is minus 110 for most rushing touchdowns, which is just so funny because imagine
That
that
is.
at the beginning of the year for most in the NFL.
Probably Chase.
All right, have a good one, boys.
Take it easy. See ya. Chase, like on the
Our Chase.
Bengals. Let me see. Yeah, you're right. He's basically like the best price you can get on him is plus 110. Interesting. If Mac Jones keeps doing this, though, it's not very often it goes to a receiver. If a quarterback is pretty much,
Solid, yeah.
made his case. Very interesting. All right, should we go through college real quick?
You got it.
A few of mine are out, so this is going to be quick. There were 6 I mentioned earlier. One is Max, and it was Toledo. They were 5.5, 6. There's a few 6.5s left. I would play those, would not play at 7. Most of the market's 7 now. Here's one. Speaking of Florida, who's looked really bad. Did you know they were losing to Samford at half at home as like a 40-point favorite?
About how is Florida giving up these points at Sanford?
I don't know, but now they're only like minus 7.5. Now it's 8.5. Still too low in my opinion. Quite the overreaction based on their last 2 weeks. I'm totally fine fading Missouri. Probably no stops in this game. The total's around 70 for a reason, but I think it's short. Florida should be double digits, so I laid the Florida. Washington went back to the Washington well after that almost non-cover, 21 straight in like 4 minutes to end the game for ASU. They take the lead, but Washington goes down in like 50 seconds and scores and backdoors, luckily. But that one would have been that would have been it was just a pick 6 like with 50 seconds left to lose the cover. You usually never go get the cover. So now I have faith. We're gonna lay it again, similar. It was 5.5, 6. There's a few 6s and 6.5s. Wouldn't lay 7. Circa's at 7 now. Everywhere else is 6, 6.5. But key to get under. Here's one that moved. Arizona State can't play it at 3. If it moves back to 2.5, great. That's a buy point for that one. Just keep it in mind. My projection is like closer to 3.7, 3.8, somewhere in there, in between 3.5 and 4. Anything under the field goal strong. USC. Didn't think I'd be fading UCLA in the rivalry game. I am a UCLA fan. It's also weird seeing them laying theoretically on the road, the Coliseum, but it's not really. Don't give USC much home credit for home field advantage here, but there's still some 3.5s. That's a buy. The 4s were all taken out. 3's still good, to be completely honest. I think this game should be closer to pick, so I think I had it about USC plus 1. Yeah, it's one of those where UCLA was an underdog role for so many years running against USC football, and now that they're a favorite, USC's not letting them I don't know. The number's too high anyways, but I don't feel good about it as a fan. Last one, Tulane. Weird one, by the way. We had under in Tulsa, Tulane, and the Tulsa side from last week. 13-3. Tulsa has the ball with 4 minutes left at midfield. Up 13-3. Like, the game's over. I didn't even know. All of a sudden, someone's like, how the hell did Tulsa go to overtime? Like, flip back. Somehow Tulane got 10 points without scoring all game, even though Tulsa had the ball. Turns out, announcers hit on it, Tulsa turned the ball over to Tulane for their last 6 possessions in that second half. Kept giving them tries. Tulane finally capitalized on 2. Goes to overtime. Luckily, Tulsa won by 7 in OT, but Tulane looked awful. That was the main point. And now here they are only laying 3.5 at home to South Florida. It's like, look, and Tulane was, when we did the season win total draft with Colin, 5.5, under 5.5 wins was my number 1 pick in that draft. We faded Tulane early a couple of times. This is about as buy low you can get on Tulane now. They're at home laying 3.5 to South Florida. I even think 4s are okay. There's some 4s now in Vegas and a couple other shops, but it hurts a little bit. It's Tulane. They're extremely bad. South Florida's moved the ball, scored some the last few weeks despite losses. It's the ugly buy low on Tulane here. Just have to go with it. Had this up closer to 7. I think 6 something is my number. Plenty fine at 3.5, I think, in a spot where they should get the win. So, yeah, that's that. Minnesota was close. If you can get that under the 7. We talked about that one earlier on the show. And there was one other one that was interesting. Someone was talking to me about. It was BYU, Georgia Southern. He had it like 16. I have it like 18. Probably need 21 to bet Georgia Southern, but 20 might be okay. I don't know. A couple guys I know that like the Georgia Southern side, actually. So that was another one that I considered, but I'm going to wait and see if it moves up at all. But if you can get the 20 and you're leaning that way anyway, or you're looking at that game anyway, I think that's an okay bet. And there's a couple injury situations with some other games that I stayed away from. Virginia-Pittsburgh being one with Brennan Armstrong. And then Virginia not being able to do anything against Notre Dame with him out. There's one other, but have them circled. I'll mention if anything changes during the week as usual. I'll bring them up on the future shows. Any chat bets, Qwan?
We got some chat bets here. We got Fran wants Brandon Ayuk, first touchdown, 19-1. Patrick can't call in. He says that I need a what's the phrase he used here? Slump buster. I do need a slump buster.
A slump buster.
I've been looking for. Patrick wants Kyle Juszczyk at 8-1 for anytime touchdown. Scott from Michigan wants Tyler Higbee anytime touchdown plus 250.
Hold on 1 second. What was the price on Juszczyk?
Juszczyk at 8-1.
That's right. And then who's Higbee?
Higbee is anytime TD.
Isn't that what did Carlos do that one?
Carlos did anytime TD. No, John.
No, never mind. That was someone else.
Oh,
So plus
John
250 on Higbee is right. Okay, cool.
No, first TD. Yeah, that's what it was. You said 250. We got Hunter B wants. I think his name is Skoranek, Ben Skoranek, the receiver from Notre Dame.
Yeah.
He wants first TD at 50-1.
Okay.
Tom Davis wants Auburn minus 6.5 or 7.
That was one I looked at as well. He needs to take 7. There's no more 6.5s. It got bet down pretty heavily because this is the other one. This is actually Bo Nix got hurt. What's the drop off from Bo Nix to the backup? How do you value that? The 6.5s are gone though. But that was another one I looked at last night and passed. But it's definitely low, as is Virginia's too high against Pitt, but comes down to the quarterback situation. So I have to wait, but if he thinks it's too low anyway, we'll lock it in 7 for Tom. That's fine.
And Mike from New York wants Russell Henley plus 3,300 at the RSM Classic, which is a PGA Tour event.
33-1?
Yep.
To win it?
Yes.
I see 31-1.
31.
We'll have to give him that. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books here. 31-1's the best on the 7.
And the final bet in Discord, Hunter wants Odell over 74 receiving yards.
Geez, that seems really high. He's 74.5.
That's what he's saying. At +2.
Everyone's been talking about how he's not going to play that many. It's 29.5 or 33.5, depending on the show.
Alt line because he says it's +250.
Oh, well, that could be. That makes more sense. I was going to say that seems way high. Okay, that's fine. We'll lock that in.
All right. That's it for the chat bets. Make sure you guys like and subscribe on the channel. We got 8 likes.
If we get to 50, you said you'd put in $50.
Put in 50, yeah. We consistently get
like 8 to 15?
15 to 20 callers. We consistently get 8.
We consistently get like live viewers is like 600 on Twitter, but no one likes the YouTube.
Just retweet it. If we get 50 retweets, I'll put 50.
Okay, there you go.
There you
Retweets
go.
next time.
50 retweets. Let's start getting this. The more you guys retweet,
The more money they can win in the month
There we
that
go.
goes to Tom Davis.
That's it. Who's in the league?
Tom,
No, yeah, I was adding on.
got it. By the way, we are giving away though $25,000 next show. Stream starts in a few minutes. I already gave it away. I'm so intrigued by the spread tonight.
Just 50-50.
We're just going to give you guys 2 options. You got to tell me. You're also going to be 50-50 to get through, though. So we'll see based on, I don't know, should we do trivia? Should I just do wheel?
Everybody gets the wheel.
That's what we did last time, and it went pretty quick, and it was pretty easy. Just had to go red, blue.
Yeah.
Just do that again.
Go Rams.
All right.
Rams, Niners. And they're both red, blue. There you go.
That is true. That works. We'll be back tomorrow with Last Word Cheetah, 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific. 2 minutes. Who wants to be a betting extraordinaire here at Bets TV?